My parents cut me off over my sister's lie. 5 years later, I was her only hope in the ER, and the choice I made changed everything. My name is Daniel Foster. I'm 30 years old, and this is the story of how my sister destroyed my relationship with my family, how I became the only person who could save her life, and how forgiveness isn't always about being the bigger person. I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. Upper middle class family. My dad, Robert, was a corporate attorney. My mom, Catherine, was a real estate agent. We lived in a nice house in Myers Park. Good schools, country club memberships, the whole setup. I had a younger sister, Emily. She was 3 years younger than me, and from the time we were kids, she was the golden child. I don't say that with resentment, it was just fact. Emily was charming, funny, could talk her way out of anything. My parents adored her. Me? I was the responsible one. Good grades, no trouble. But I was also quiet, less charismatic, less memorable. In 2019, I was 25, working as a financial analyst in Charlotte. Had my own apartment, good salary, independent life. Emily was 22, just graduated from UNC Chapel Hill, living at home, figuring out what she wanted to do. That summer, things changed. My parents kept a safe in their home office, kept important documents, some cash, my mom's jewelry. In August 2019, my dad discovered $15,000 missing from the safe. He called me on a Thursday evening. "Daniel, can you come over? We need to talk," my dad said. His voice was tight. "Sure, what's going on?" I asked. "Just come over, now," he said, and hung up. I drove to their house, found both parents in the living room. Emily was there too, sitting on the couch, crying. "What happened?" I asked, confused. My dad stood up. His face was red, angry. "Did you take money from our safe?" "What? No, what money?" I said, stunned. $15,000 is missing. Only 3 people know the combination. Me, your mother, and you, my dad stated. "I didn't take anything. I haven't even been in your office in months," I protested. "Then where is it?" my dad demanded. "I don't know. Why would I steal from you? I have my own money," I said. My mom spoke up. "Daniel, Emily told us something before you got here." I looked at Emily. She was still crying, not meeting my eyes. "What did she say?" I asked slowly. "She said she saw you in the office 2 weeks ago, late at night, when you thought everyone was asleep," my mom said. "That's not true," I said immediately. "She said you were at the safe, that she heard it clicking," my mom continued. "I was never in your office. Emily, why are you lying?" I turned to my sister. Emily finally looked at me. Her eyes were red. "I'm not lying. I saw you, Danny. I didn't want to believe it, but I saw you." "You're making this up," I said, my voice rising. "Why would she make it up?" my dad interrupted. "She has no reason to lie." "I have no reason to steal. I make $70,000 a year. Why would I need to steal $15,000 from you?" I argued. "Maybe you have debts we don't know about. Maybe you're in trouble," my mom suggested. "I'm not in debt. Check my bank accounts. Check my credit. I have nothing to hide," I said desperately. "Emily wouldn't lie about this," my dad said firmly. "She's your sister. She loves you. If she says she saw you, she saw you." I stared at them, at Emily's tearful face, at my parents' hard expressions. "You believe her over me," I said quietly. "She has no reason to lie," my mom repeated. "And I have no reason to steal," I shot back. My dad took a step toward me. "Here's what's going to happen. You're going to return the money. All of it. And we're going to pretend this never happened." "I didn't take it," I shouted. "Don't raise your voice in this house," my dad said coldly. "Return the money by Monday, or I'm calling the police."
"Call them. I have nothing to hide," I said.
"Fine. Get out. And don't come back until you're ready to tell the truth," my dad ordered. I looked at Emily one more time. She was still crying, still playing the victim. "You know I didn't do this," I said to her. She didn't respond. I left. Over the weekend, I tried calling my parents. They didn't answer. I tried texting. No response. Monday came. I didn't return any money because I didn't have their money. Tuesday, I got a text from my dad. "You're no longer welcome in this family. Don't contact us again." That was it. 25 years, gone over a lie. I tried reaching out to extended family, aunts, uncles. My parents had already told them I'd stolen from them. Nobody wanted to hear my side. I was cut off, completely. Over the next 5 years, I rebuilt my life without them. I moved to Raleigh, got a better job, senior financial analyst, made good money, bought a condo, started dating someone serious, Jessica. We got engaged in 2023. I went to therapy, worked through the anger, the betrayal, the loss. My therapist asked me once, "If you could talk to your sister, what would you say?" I'd ask her why, I told her. Why she lied. What she did with the money. Why destroying me was worth it. But I never got the chance to ask. Until February 2024. I was at work on a Thursday afternoon when I got a call from an unknown number. "Is this Daniel Foster?" a woman asked. "Yes," I confirmed. "This is Nurse Stevens from Duke University Hospital. You're listed as an emergency contact for Emily Foster," she said. My heart stopped. "What happened?" I asked. "Ms. Foster was in a serious car accident. She's in critical condition. We need you to come to the hospital immediately," Nurse Stevens explained. Why am I her emergency contact? What about our parents?" I questioned. "You're the only one listed. Can you come?" she asked urgently. I drove to Duke Hospital in Durham, got there in 40 minutes. Nurse Stevens met me in the ER waiting room. "Mr. Foster, your sister was in a head-on collision on Highway 147. The other driver ran a red light. Emily has severe internal bleeding. We need to operate immediately," she explained. "Okay," I said, trying to process. "But there's a complication. Emily has a rare blood type, AB negative. We don't have enough in our blood bank for the surgery. We need a direct donor," Nurse Stevens continued. "What does that mean?" I asked. "We need someone with compatible blood to donate directly. Family members are the best match." "What's your blood type?" she asked. "AB negative," I said. "Same as Emily." Nurse Stevens looked relieved. "Can you donate?" "We need 2 units. It's safe, but you'll need to rest afterward." I stood there. My sister, the person who destroyed my life, needed my blood to survive. "Where are my parents?" I asked. "We've been trying to reach them. The numbers we have aren't working. You're the only contact who answered," Nurse Stevens said. I pulled out my phone, called my dad's number, disconnected. Called my mom, same thing. They'd changed their numbers. 5 years of no contact. They didn't even want the option of me reaching them. "Mr. Foster, we need an answer. Your sister has maybe an hour before we can't operate," Nurse Stevens pressed. I looked through the ER doors, saw Emily on a gurney, unconscious, hooked up to machines. 5 years ago, she'd destroyed my life. Let me take the blame for something she did. Watched our parents disown me. Said nothing. Now she needed me. "Can I see her first?" I asked. "Briefly," Nurse Stevens agreed. She led me to Emily. I stood next to the gurney. My sister looked small, broken. Nothing like the confident girl who'd lied so easily 5 years ago. A doctor approached. "Mr. Foster, I'm Dr. Martinez. We need to move fast." "I know," I said. "Will you donate?" he asked directly. I looked at Emily, thought about everything. The lies, the family I'd lost, the 5 years of rebuilding. If I donate and she survives, I want to talk to her. I want the truth. About what happened 5 years ago, I told Dr. Martinez. "Mr. Foster, I can't guarantee she'll be able to talk immediately after surgery, he started. I don't mean immediately, I mean eventually. I want her to know I saved her life, and I want answers, I interrupted. That's between you and your sister. Right now, I need to know if you'll donate, Dr. Martinez said. I took a breath, made my choice. Yes, I'll donate. They took me to a room, drew 2 units of blood, took about 30 minutes. Emily went into surgery. 6 hours. I waited in the surgical waiting room, ate crackers, drank juice, felt lightheaded from the donation. Jessica arrived around 8 p.m. Danny, I got your message. How are you? She asked, sitting next to me. I gave her my blood, I said. I know. That was incredibly brave, Jessica told me.
Was it brave? Or stupid? I wondered. It was human. She's still your sister, Jessica said gently. At 11 p.m., Dr. Martinez came out. Mr. Foster, the surgery was successful. Emily's stable. The blood transfusion saved her life. Without it, she wouldn't have made it, he reported. I nodded. She'll be in ICU for a few days, then recovery. She's going to make it, Dr. Martinez added. Can I see her? I asked. Tomorrow. She needs to rest tonight, he said. I went home, slept terribly. The next morning, I drove back to Duke, went to the ICU. Emily was awake, groggy but conscious. I stood in the doorway. She saw me. Her eyes widened. Danny? She whispered. I walked in, sat in the chair next to her bed. The hospital called me, said you needed blood. I was the only match available, I explained. Tears started rolling down Emily's face. You came. Yeah, I said simply. After everything, you came, she repeated. The doctor said you're going to be okay. You'll recover, I told her. Danny, I'm so sorry, Emily said, starting to cry harder. For what? I asked, though I knew. For everything. For the lie. For what I did to you, she sobbed. So you admit it. You took the money, I stated. Yes, Emily confessed. I took it. I had credit card debt. $20,000. I didn't know what to do. I panicked. Took the money from the safe. And blamed me, I said. I didn't mean to. Dad asked me directly if I'd seen anything. I panicked. I said I saw you. I thought maybe he'd just be mad at you for a week. I didn't think. She trailed off. You didn't think they'd disown me, I finished. I'm so sorry. I tried to take it back. A week later, I told them I might have been wrong about seeing you, but Dad said it was too late, that you'd proven yourself by refusing to apologize, that you were too proud to admit what you'd done, Emily explained. And you just let them believe it, I said. I was scared. And then time passed, a month, a year. It felt too late to tell the truth. I ruined your life, Danny, and I've hated myself for 5 years, she said through tears. I sat there, processing. Do Mom and Dad know you're here? About the accident? I asked. I don't know. I haven't talked to them in 8 months, Emily admitted. Why not? I questioned. They found out about my gambling problem. I'd been going to casinos, lost a lot of money. They were furious, said I was irresponsible. We had a fight. I moved out. We haven't spoken since, she explained. Ironic, I said. What is? Emily asked. They cut you off for gambling. They cut me off for something I didn't do. Turns out both their kids disappointed them, I noted. Danny, I know I don't deserve forgiveness, but I need you to know I'm going to tell them the truth. About the money, about the lie, all of it, Emily promised. Why now? I asked. Because you saved my life. Even after what I did to you. That's more than I ever deserved. The least I can do is tell the truth, she said. I stood up. I need to go. Jessica's waiting. Will you come back? Emily asked quietly.
I don't know, I said honestly. I left the hospital, drove home, told Jessica everything. What are you going to do? Jessica asked. I don't know. Part of me wants to see my parents' faces when they hear the truth. Part of me doesn't care anymore. I built a life without them. Maybe that's enough, I said. 2 weeks later, Emily called me. I told them, she said. Mom and Dad. I told them everything. And? I asked. They want to talk to you, to apologize. Dad's crying. I've never seen him cry, Emily reported. I'm not ready, I told her. I understand. But Danny, thank you. For saving me. For being the better person. I don't deserve a brother like you, Emily said. I hung up. My parents have tried calling, leaving voicemails, sending letters. I haven't responded yet. Maybe I will someday. Maybe I won't. Here's what I learned. Saving someone's life doesn't obligate you to let them back into it. I gave Emily my blood because she's a human being who needed help, but forgiveness is separate from saving someone. I also learned that being the bigger person doesn't mean being a doormat. My parents chose to believe a lie over their own son. That's not something a single apology can fix. Most importantly, some relationships can't be repaired. And that's okay. I lost my family 5 years ago, but I gained independence, self-respect, a life built on my own terms. Emily's alive. I'm glad for that. But whether we have a relationship again? That's still undecided. Some debts can be repaid with blood. Others require more than that. If this story moved you, hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments about forgiveness, family, and knowing your worth. And subscribe for more stories about difficult choices, complicated relationships, and learning that saving someone doesn't mean you have to save the relationship too.